What's up guys, my name is Roy and I'm a portrait photographer, and today I'm going to be taking you guys with me behind the scenes on a photo shoot that I did yesterday. The image that you're seeing on the screen is the photo that I took. That was the final image, and I want to show you exactly how I came up with this lighting setup, as well as the composition and everything involved from the gear list to the lighting. The idea behind this video is to help anyone out who's interested in portraiture or just taking photos as a photo hobbyist or even professionally. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing and liking the video, as it really helps me out with growing this channel. I post videos weekly, so be on the lookout for those. And with that being said, let's get right into the video. Okay, so for this first location, we were at UT Austin, and I specifically chose this location right here because I felt like the ceiling had some really good composition. It had some leading lines that I really felt like I can incorporate with my subject. And as far as gear, I was using two Westcott Rapid boxes. On the right hand side, I have my key light, which is also known as a main light. I'm using an octabox for this one, and then on the left hand side, I'm using a rectangle one as my fill light. So I actually really didn't end up getting a good looking shot out of this scene right here because I felt like there were some highlights that were being accentuated on the left hand side, which I found to be distracting. But I ended up making some adjustments by swapping positions with my subject and ended up getting something really good. So for the next scene, what I did was I moved her about 10 feet forward and basically just swapped positions with her, and by doing this really dramatically changed how this whole image looked. Here, look at the images right here side by side, and you're able to see such a big difference. Again, what I'm talking about with the distracting highlights on the left hand side. And as far as the technical aspect of this shot, what I did was I underexposed the background right here by one stop. And the purpose behind this was to put all the attention on the subject by having the background darker than the subject. And typically what I do is I keep my lights typically about 1.5 to 2 feet away from my subject. So I guess you can say some of the biggest takeaways from this whole video is that you want to have your key light about 1 to 2 stops brighter than your fill light. And if you don't do this, what you're going to have is an evenly lit image, which is going to lose the drama or the cinematic feeling to it. It's going to kind of get rid of all the shadows that you have there on your subject, and unless you're really going for this look, I really wouldn't recommend that. This is all a matter of personal preference, but sometimes I like to show the light rays in some of my images because I feel like it really adds some texture to the image and it makes it look a little bit more cinematic. As far as this next scene right here, what I did was I lit this scene exactly the same as I did as the last scene. The only difference is the model is sitting down. So as far as these images I'm showing you right here, all I did was move the lights just a little bit and you know, just incorporate a little bit of power difference, and it drastically changed the look of the image. So I'm going to show you the final image, and then I'm also going to show you the shots that led up to the final image that did not make the cut. I'm showing you this here because it's really important to note that you may have a really good scene, but you may not be lighting it correctly. So what you should do is make those small adjustments, be patient, and you'll eventually get that final shot. Also, another thing I forgot to mention is that I made a free PDF for you guys. It's basically a field guide that you can take out with you when you're gonna be taking portraits yourself. And the reason why I did this is because I typically watch a lot of YouTube and I try to learn as much as I can. However, when I'm out there shooting, I'm always trying to remember, you know, what I was learning, and I can never remember like everything that I learned. So what I did was I created a guide for you so you can take along with you when you're shooting. This way you can get this same exact, you know, lighting setup that I had here, and it's going to break down everything in there from the gear that I use to, you know, how far away you want to set up your lights, to the power settings and everything. It's a full inclusive guide. I'm giving it away completely free. All you got to do is go in the description and download it. I don't even want your email or anything. Literally just go down and grab it for free. And if you found this video useful, please share it with a friend. Again, like it. It really helps me out with growing this channel. And I will see you guys next week in the next video.